There's a lot of optional bosses in this game that you never have to actually beat. That was one of them.
Oh, okay. The daughter.
Yeah. What was I? Oh yeah, in Ocarina of Time in the Forest Temple. There's a really awesome. It's still really cool even to this day. There's a twisted hallway where you walk through it and it like starts spiraling and you like end up on the ceiling at the end.
Huh.
And to solve a puzzle, you have to hit a switch and it turns the hallway straight into a normal hallway and it leads to a different room at the end. Really cool. The Forest Temple's like that's when the game starts to get good, in my opinion. First 3 dungeons, whatever. The Forest Temple's the first one you get when you're an adult. That's when the game gets good, in my opinion. I'm the lovely Boo-Nanza.
Lovely Boo-Nanza maid.
I'm about to be the dead Boo-Nanza. Come here. Hehe, gotcha. Oh, that's weird. It shows up in the reflection.
Yeah, I was gonna say there was something up with the reflection.
I can probably water that plant and get something.
For some reason, I thought you were talking about the painting of the plant.
Oh yeah, we should observe that painting while we're here. Wrong button. Now who is this supposed to be? I love Luigi's little... We haven't been doing enough. What did you say about the clown? This looks like it might break if I sit on it. Don't sit on the clown,
Don't
Luigi.
sit on him.
Let's get out of here. Now, where do I actually go? Oh. Right there. I go all the way back up. Exciting. Whoa. Mario. You've seen the really old Mega 64 sketch where they do Luigi's Mansion.
No, I mean I may have. But
It's
I
an
don't
old.
It.
It's one of their first ones. It's Derek has a portable vacuum cleaner and he's just in a famous quote unquote like historical haunted house. So there's a bunch of like guests there like walking around like, ooh, what's this?
Is he just shouting Mario?
He has the vacuum on like full blast and just going Mario. And the owner just keeps trying to get him to leave. It's like, you have to go now. And he's like, Mario. It's an old one. But a good one. Probably one of the first videos I've seen by them. Check them out. Let's go. I don't remember what the next room is. I think it's the one with all the suits of armor. The armory. That would be the technical term.
That makes sense.
Oh, I like if you go to the end of the hall here, you can look out one of the windows.
Oh.
Alright.
Oh,
Yep.
This looks like a friendly room.
If you hit those statues, or suits armor,
You die.
They'll hit you. And I'm pretty sure there's a blue ghost in here too, so... One of these treasure chests.
Don't touch that armor. Unless it's statue.
I think there's a ghost in one of them, but if you hit him from behind, they shouldn't be a problem. Yeah. You know, every good house needs an armory.
Yes,
You don't
that's
have-
why we record in the armory.
Yeah. I like an echo effect.
David was talking about potential Halloween costumes, and he's just like going down the list, and like one of the later ones is suit of armor. I was like, what the fuck? She was like, yeah, it'll just be like a couple $100. You just like, David, did you just hear yourself?
They look cool though.
Yeah, sure, but several $100.
You would be protected.
You would definitely be safe.
No one's gonna fuck with you on Halloween. I'm gonna steal your candy. Oh.
Afraid not, sir.
I see you've brought your armor. If you come to duel me. Is he still in here? He went into the hallway. There's another optional boss coming up, I think, in the next room. Because he doesn't give you a key, he just gives you some jewels. The family jewels. Come on. Come here. You're not getting away today.
He got away today.
Motherfucker. What is the scariest thing in a game you've played? Just ever?
I don't play scary games.
I mean, I don't either, but...
You got that Red story.
Yeah. That freaked me the fuck out as a kid. That and the piano in Mario 64.
Uh-huh.
And the eel. You know, the eel never really freaked me out. I know a lot of people were afraid of the big giant eel in Mario 64.
He's just like... But he's kind of just frightening to look at.
Yeah, but he's got goofy, like, googly eyes.
Yeah.
Come on. Come along now. Great.
I can't tell you about in video games. I can't tell you in movies. Whenever I was a kid, I watched The Mummy, and there's a very early scene in The Mummy where a scarab goes into somebody's, like, skin, and he's, like, crawling around underneath his skin.
Yeah, that would freak me out.
And then, like, he crawls up into his arm, and you can see him in the back of his, like, hand crawling around. I was done with The Mummy for, like, a couple years. I never saw that movie until, like, a couple of years later when I could get past it.
That reminded me of something, but we're fighting the Jar Ghost right now.
Oh boy.
He is very inconsequential to the story. You just gotta hit him with ice.
He matters very little in the sense of the world.
Yeah. He is a simple bitch. Game's over, mate.
Was that just whack-a-mole?
Yeah. You got 7 of me, boyo. How could I lose?
It was very easy.
Yeah, he's not that hard. He's just a ghost that lives in a jar. He's like a genie. Anyway,
But he doesn't grant wishes.
The scarab crawling in the skin reminded me of the part in the original Terminator where he stabs his eye out.
Yeah.
I still have not seen that scene in full.
Really?
Because when I watched it at a young age, I closed my eyes. Because I didn't want to see that.
I don't blame you. Terminator is a classic movie. And in the second one, he does something with his arm. He, like, slits it open and then just, like, takes it off like it's a sleeve.
I think I kind of remember that.
Yeah. That was pretty disturbing to watch. As a kid, I didn't only see it, but I saw Terminator 2 first. Mm-hmm. So I didn't really fully understand that he was a robot underneath. So he's just kind of...
So that's just a twist to you?
Yeah. So I was like...
He was a robot the whole time?
Because the entire time, like, it's assuming you've seen the first one, as you should have.
Did you see me just catch that boo?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Nothing. He had 1 health left. You'll see it. Going back.
Because in the context of the movie, you already know he's a robot, but I didn't see the first one.
Uh-huh.
So I think he's just some weird, scary, yet friendly guy. And then at a point, he just takes his arm off.
Terminator 1's really different, because it doesn't feel like it was made for kids.
Oh, yeah.
Terminator 2, you can argue it wasn't, but
it isn't.
It's starring a kid, and it's doing all the things you'd fucking love to do as a kid.
Like what?
Like, I don't know, you just...
Hack an ATM?
You just have a badass friend. And...
Yeah, they're a bit more...
friends with the kid. And
that is true.
They do cool shit together.
There's a scene where he's trying to, like, teach him how to smile. That's a very...
Yeah.
Kind of kids-ish, kid-friendly part of the movie.
It's not a kid's movie, but it's got, like, the elements.
Yeah. I can see that.
Because maybe that's what they're going for. They were like, this is our movie, it's not for kids, but kids are going to want to watch it. So,
right.
Yeah. And kids did watch it. Terminator 1, though, is not... Terminator 1 has a sex scene in it.
Yeah.
And I remember watching it with my dad, and he completely forgot this, I guess.
Uh-huh.
And just and like just fast forwarded through it. It's like, we'll skip this part. It's like, I know what sex is good. Except I didn't say that because I think he'd ground me. I don't know.
Probably.
I don't know what he would say. Didn't find out.
Yeah, don't need to. I remember my parents when I was a kid were always like, cover your eyes or just go into the room or something.
Oh yeah.
And I was just like, whatever. And they used to like spell it out for some reason whenever they were talking about movies. And then so I just thought the word was the fact that he spelled it out. So I just used it as the spelled out word.
S-E-X?
Yeah, I was just like S-E-X.
Okay. Are you guys having S-E-X?
Yeah, right.
You can say the word, Mark. We're all adults here.
I was a little worried.
Come on.
It was a very early kid version of shipping because we watched the Pokemon anime when we were kids, and so did our neighbor who was one of our friends.
Yeah.
And so I remember like specifically like not writing out, but we were like creating a fan fiction without even knowing what fan fiction was.
Yeah.
About like Ash and Misty, and then I remember being like, we catch them K-I-S-S-I-N-G.
I remember being like H-E double hockey stick.
Oh yeah, I did
like,
that too.
When you spell it out, it's not that threatening.
Yeah.
I remember someone was like mad at someone, and they were like, "Oh, you're gonna go to H-E-L-L." It's like, just say it.
Yeah.
I remember there was some kids trying to make me say the word shit because I thought it'd be funny. I don't know what they're expecting. I just said it.
Get out of it. Yeah.
It was like if you say like this with like you hold your tongue or something. It sounds like you're saying.
Oh yeah, there were a ton of those.
And I was just like, "You mean shit?" And they're like, "It's like, guys."
Yeah, right, guys.
I was gonna say it anyway if you tricked me. Like, what were you expecting out of this?
Yeah. What was the one that was like done the most? It was like say SX SX or something like that. No, it was something else.
It was Bofa.
Bofa.
What is it? Oh,
you guys know what? Did you guys hear what Bofa did this weekend?
Oh, it's
What's Bofa? Bofa these nuts.
I'm thinking of I can't come to school. Hey, I have up doc. What's up, doc? Nothing much. What's up with you? I like the episode of The Office where Michael learns this for the first time. He's a 40-year-old man and tries to do it, and then just he's like, "Hi, have you heard about up doc?" And Jim's just like, "What is that?" And he's like, "Nothing much. Fuck." Those old episodes are great. Mario.
Wow, this room's a lot less intimidating with lights on.
Really gross.
Yeah.
Really dusty.
You can see all the dirt.
The grime.
It's funny. I was recently rewatching Parks and Rec again.
As you often do.
As I often do. Well, I was playing Metroid, so I needed something in the background.
In the background, yeah.
Yeah, and I realized that like the benefit of having your show be a mockumentary is that you can just have a lot more jokes where the joke is that somebody says fuck or something.
Yeah.
Because you can just censor it.
Yeah. That's something you lose with uncensored shows, is the funny censor sound.
Yeah. No,
that sound itself is just funny.
Yeah. Oh, I just mean like ABC shows, they can't use that word, but if you can in that one because it's censored, so you can have that. You know what I'm saying?
My thought is, it's 2017.
Let's just say fuck on TV.
Just say it. Like, so much worse stuff on basic television. Like, just do it already. Just say it.
I mean, kids don't change age. I mean, they grow up, but like, they're always going to be kids watching TV.
Kids are probably just get used to it. Everyone cusses.
Well, they are now. I mean, YouTube has a whole lot on it.
I mean,
not just YouTube, but
even like
the internet.
In the 80s, like kids in those movies, they're always cussing. This isn't anything new.
Yeah, you're talking about people trying to get you to swear. I remember thinking when I was in like middle school that swearing was really, really funny.
Yeah.
Like that, like somebody.
Because you're not supposed to do it. You're told not to do it.
Yeah.
So it's like, ooh, I'm not supposed to be saying.
But for whatever reason, I actually thought it was very funny. So like my friends were already like swearing already, and I hadn't been at that point. But whenever they did, I'd just like start breaking out laughing.
Yeah.
Like it wouldn't even take anything. It would just be like just the fact that they swore was funny to me. Which doesn't make for a good sense of humor in middle school.
Yeah, maybe if you normalize swearing, people will be more mature.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. I'm not a physicist.